You're watching JKL and thanks for staying with us. The government's Boma Yangu housing project has brought a wave of renewed hope to Nairobi's Mukuru neighborhood. Hundreds of former slum dwellers are settling into new and modern homes, a dramatic shift from the harsh realities of the informal settlement life. For many, the transition represents more than just a change of address. It's a step towards dignity, stability, and opportunity. Ben Kiroi returned to Mukuru to hear from some of the newly relocated residents who shared emotional reflections on their journey from makeshift shelters to permanent housing and what this new beginning means for their future.
With the slow, measured steps, Penina Ndegi makes her way through the familiar paths of Marigoini in Nairobi's Mukuru neighborhood, a place she has called home for more than 2 decades. But today's visit is bittersweet. She is here to gather the last of her belongings and bid farewell to the informal settlement that has shaped much of her life. Penina is among the first beneficiaries of the new Mukuru housing project, a government initiative officially launched last week by President William Ruto. Around her, the grim realities of slum life remain stark. Haphazard structures, old and torn furniture, heaps of clothing, and even a dead rat in the middle of the house. But for Penina, this site is now part of the past.
Hapa nimemalizana na hapo. Kama sasa hivi unaona aje wewe panya anakuvia hapa. Lazima nirudi pale, ni bazuri sana. Kulala hapo unaona unalala ukiwa poa.
With a blend of anticipation and emotion, she reflects on the years spent in hardship.
Maisha ilikuwa si mzuri juu ya kuwa mvua ikinyesha maji inaingia. Moto usiku, hata ukienda mahali hivi unaenda ukiwa na wasiwasi ndio unaweza sikia kumetokea moto.
This is the dignified life that hundreds of new home owners here have long yearned for, a fresh start that stands in stark contrast to the hardships they faced in the slums. In her new home, on the second day in this freshly built estate, her face beams with a smile that speaks volumes. Comfort, security, and long-awaited dignity.
Hapa nililala nikafurahia sana, hata usingizi nikapata mzuri sana, kule sikuwa napata usingizi.
Yet not everyone is moving in just yet. Some, like our long-time neighbor Stella Kinya, must wait a little longer due to her large family. She requires a 1-bedroom unit still under construction.
Ile kitu imefanya sijaweza kuhama, mimi nakuanga na familia, niko na familia kakubwa. But hiyo nyumba ni smart sana, lakini singetosha njoo niko na kijana mkubwa, niko na msichana mkubwa. Kwa hivyo bendi sita kwa sasa itakuwa ndogo kidogo, but ni smart sana.
Space remains a challenge, especially for residents with extended families. Naomi Njeri, another beneficiary, is among those grappling with limited space. But according to the Affordable Housing Board, eligibility and unit size are determined by income brackets. Anyone can apply, but allocations depend on monthly earnings.
Mafikiri yangu ilikuwa ni hiyo, juu nyumba ni ndogo. Hatuwezi toshea na gift. Juu gift haiwezi lala hapa juu na mimi tulale hapa na babake.
There is something we call unit change. You are allowed to change a unit. So maybe you have a maybe you have a huge family, or you started your first unit, you are a young person, you had a bed sitter, now your family has grown, you want to go to a bigger unit size.
Still, the mood in Mukuru is one of optimism. For those who have received keys, the promise of a better life is no longer a distant hope, it's real. And for those still waiting, the sight of new homes rising on the horizon fuels the dream of leaving behind years of uncertainty for a dignified future. Ben Kiroi, Citizen TV,